Hello everyone, and welcome back. It is official. We were not the first one eliminated from the game. Huzzah. Calum has been permanently defeated. Everyone pour one out for Darkwing Duck, the goddess of Calum. Okay, so this turn was a pretty important turn. If you recall in the last episode, what's happening? We've had the Helheim, the horsey elves, fucking with us. And we have had Roos, which... that player almost always plays elves. But Roos has stealthy options, so he's like elf-like. And yeah, he's messing with us. And everybody's got an anti-Ubar bless. And like not... Pangea has a slight anti-Ubar bless. Like I don't think he has Spirit Sight. But he's got a lot of stuff. Which is good, because that's a hole I can poke later in the game. But aside from that, it's going to be roof. Very roof. Most people even have fire shock resistance. They literally, everybody has anti-Ubar rainbow elves. I don't even know how my build's going to work against this. Because like everybody's going to have all the resistances. It's going to be a nightmare. But I digress. Last episode, Roos attacking me, thinks he's going to rush me. 11th time's a charm. Every game he attacks me. You know, he was Niflheim in my Zabalba game. He attacked me Naba in my Airmore game. He didn't attack me in the Isfanopol game. When he probably should have. Oh god, who else has he been? There's a long list of nations. I have to go through and remember them all. But every single game... Oh, the Dominions All-Stars, where we drafted our own nation. He was the elf troll nation. He attacked me. And the thing is, like, you know, there can be only one. So, in some sense, you're kind of going to fight everybody every game, but in reality, not really. In reality, you know, the forces that be, you know, either somebody else is going to be ahead, or, you know, like who your first war target is, you know, the diplomacy that ends up happening, you know, who do you need to attack? Yeah, you don't really end up fighting most people every game. Like, most of the time you really only have like a major conflict with people like 30 or 40% of the time you're in a game with them. You know, somebody else will kill them. There's just a ton of reasons you don't end up really fighting somebody, you know? But yeah, every single time. And I usually peace out with him, but I was like... In fact, it was the end of the previous turn. He was like, hey, do you want to peace out? And I was like, dude, I'm not peacing out this time. Because he's a good player, and he always throws literally everything at me. Like the kitchen sink. And it's hard to fucking repel. Like, it's really hard. And when I finally do repel it, it's like we're both sitting there often in some kind of ruins. And... he's like, well, I guess it didn't work. We'll go back to previous borders. And it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that this time. This time is salt and spite. Okay, so here we go. That said, he also walked right into our fucking trap last turn. So we have our Shaitan here. This is a Son of Heaven, which I really would have liked to have converted. Getting the air-nature cross path would be super nice. Get ready to get... wrecked. Yoink, we maybe went a little overkill on the fire elementals, but the fire elementals are in case he had bodyguards. Get wrecked. Oh, you got fucked. Okay, so that was beautiful. I mean, a truly beautiful thing. And then there was no third commander. And what is important here is we also went and attacked him with our god, because we had a guaranteed battle because we were going to kill all his commanders unless he got really lucky. And yeah, went ahead and put Earth Might on him, so we have a little bit of a slower fight. We hit like a GD freight train here. Let's see, we've got... And Burning Blades are nothing to write home about in terms of weapon quality, but... We've got Quick and Self off. Yoink. Look at that carnage. Look at those big numbers flying up right in front of her. Now, these guys aren't blessed, because nobody's here to bless them. So are they scary? Yes. Do they hurt? Yes. But they hit for 26 damage. If they were blessed up, they would be hitting for a lot more. I think, like, because it's a two-handed weapon, so the bonus strength gain, they get 1.5. I think it's around, like, 33 or something. Which, when you have 33 protection, that is a major difference. That said, we just took a wonking smack. And we've already gotten an affliction. We got a limp. CS divided by 2. -1 attack, -1 defense, and then map move. So that's not ideal. We will... this is something I knew could happen. Also, unfortunately, their mage is right here doing Tangle Vines at me. Because my goddamn spellcasting AI. Stupid Tangle Vines. Get wrecked. Get so wrecked. Unfortunately, we're not terribly fast. We kind of stumble off. We are even quickened. We kind of stumble off the field. I think this... We might... No, we're too slow. Oh, we almost got him. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. We got, killed everybody. Get the fuck out of my house. And down here, doing a little light raiding. Yoink. And over here, attacking these Marcata. Okay. And a worldwide event. Conjuration rituals are cheaper. Interesting. So, let's take a look. We have killed all of his shit. He's got some stealthy dudes running around here. I don't know where they'll pop their head back up. But I had set traps up if they came over this way. This would have killed both the stealthy dudes. So, anyway, that's not going to happen. We're going to do some leisurely site searching. And we're going to take these guys and go and take this, which was agreed upon with Pan that this would be mine. He's been kind enough not to take it. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move a bunch of dudes here, because we've got good PD. And, I don't know. It's possible Helheim raids us. I'm thinking about fucking Helheim. Ulm is going to be attacking Bruce quite shortly, which is going to make me very happy. So yeah, we're, there's a commander here too, so he's, I don't know what he's doing. He may be upgrading the fort. We'll find out. Or he may be done and goes elsewhere. Here, we're gonna go ahead and move out. I just don't want this guy to sit here in the same spot. So we're gonna move him up. And, yeah, that's basically it. These dudes, we're moving back home, or we'll probably redeploy. We'll either redeploy down here to Helheim, or we'll redeploy up here to Rus. But everybody's going to get fucked. We're also sending in a camel to see what's here, and I'm sending in an assassin. I want to start recruiting these thrones before people come in and kill them. So anyway, that is the plan. But yeah, it's been a bloody war. Kalem's already gone. Satis, wherever they are, they're about dead. I don't know if they're permanently dead yet, but they're close. It's, I mean, we're already down 2 players and it's turn 18. That's a little quick. It's a little quick. You know, normally people don't die so fast. But I think that kind of happens in elf games. Like, I know Kalem got attacked by Helheim and Vantheim, which is not fun. Kalem is also a little tricky. I don't know how I would build Kalem against elves. Like, they would be hard to thug against. I mean, maybe Eagle Kings could kind of. It would be tricky. It would be real tricky, especially if they had elf thug, like anti-Eagle King elf thugs. And you really don't want to send in your normal troops against, like, the birdies against the elves. It could work if you surround them completely, because, you know, flying's pretty good against elves, but, I don't know, 23 defense. I don't necessarily love the sound of it. And against the Vanheim elves, like Van Heers, also flying's pretty good if you can kind of disrupt their formation and you outnumber them and you get good surface area. It's tricky. Okay, I think that's basically it for this turn. We're moving. We've killed all of Roos's stuff, which is a big deal. Agartha had been messaging me this turn. He's like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna come." Or like the previous turn, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna come take your stuff because you're not able to hold it." And I was like, "Dude, no, I'm gonna be able to hold it." Which, as you can see, we fucking did hold it. Look at that. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Next turn, turn 19. Turn 19. We found some magic sites. We got a Mudfield, because we were searching with our Shaitans this turn. We found a Thunder Oak, which is Air 1. So E1, A1. And then Veil of Infinite Heart. This is what was causing the misfortune scales. And it's like the worst. Of all the things that could cause misfortune scales, this is like the worst one. Increases unrest and misfortune. I'd complain a lot, but I have so many free, like, level 0 wind spires, I really can't bitch. I gotta get +4 air gems just without even sight searching. I honestly can't bring myself to complain. But you can tell I'm thinking about it. So anyway, we got a handful of acorns from Ulm. We've been sending Ulm Alquils. And, yeah. So we also sight searched here with our god, trying to find stuff. We didn't find anything. Now, here we get attacked by these goddamn elves, and there's 26 of them, which is a lot. And he's got his prophet, this guy. Well, let's just remind ourselves how gross these guys are. They've got the lance, they've got the hoof, they've got the magic weapons. What they don't have is they're not killy. They're not killy at all. I mean, they have +2 attack, which is not horrible. So they're going to be killy against, like, soft targets. Like, they're going to tear up normal troops. PD in combat. You know they're not going to miss. And then they've got all the resistances. 10 fire, 10 shock, 15 poison. They've got the defense. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, 26 of them is going to put a hurtin', even on a bunch of archers, which is the unit I'm building, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than Jin. Like, these guys would absolutely... They're invulnerable, damn near, to Jin. So, anyway, that's basically what's happening. And, yeah, so we have decided that we are going to... These guys want to fuck, basically. So, we are going to oblige them. Now, the thing is, these guys will tear up my guys. Like, this, they would get... Even with 20 PD, they would demolish them. But we're going to bring everybody there. And we're going to have some casters. And the casters, combined with this many archers, will tear these guys apart. We'll lose some, but that's fine. I want to deploy my god, but I don't want them to know I'm going to do it. And I've come up with a bit of a trick. I don't know if I'm going to go back and re-record the national overview, but it's one of those things. Like, you can do a national overview and talk about the units. You have to play, I think, the nation in a game, especially when you're in a desperate situation like this, to really understand how stuff would get used. Like, I'm actually recruiting these guys. I did not think at the beginning of the game I would be recruiting them. Yeah. So, anyway. There's another thing I didn't know, which is that these guys with the obfuscate, which gives glamour, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. You know, you can hide some people in your army. No, it's actually super fucking cool. It's really cool. And the reason it's so cool is because it applies even when they're sneaking. And I think this nation, you want to take a Titan, in my humble opinion. because I don't know how else I would have gotten myself out of this garbage with Rus. I mean, maybe through massive archer plays with PD dumps and stuff it would be possible. I mean, it's messy. So if you have a Titan, this guy basically gives your Titan glamour. So I'm going to... He was down here with these Gen. I dropped these Gen in the province. I'm moving one of these Shaitans who site search down here just to pick up the Gen. And, yeah, this guy's just going to sneak over here. He's going to hide behind my god. And if my god comes in, he's going to absolutely raffle stomp these effing elf ponies. If he doesn't come in, if he doesn't attack here, because this would be a move he could make. If he doesn't come here, then he's not going to know my god is here. My god is going to be hiding. Like, completely hiding. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of very cool. Yeah. Pretty stoked. These guys are going to be patrolling, so if these guys try to sneak through and come and mess with me, we'll probably catch them. But what I'm also setting up the play for is by pulling everybody here, it's 16 map move to get from here to here. You can see right here, I hit Control M to bring up how many map move it is. Camels can move a really long way. Archers can move a pretty long way, these kind. These kind of archers cannot. Another thing I wouldn't have really thought's a huge deal, and the national overview ends up making a pretty big difference. I do like these guys. They have, you know, high damage attacks. 17 damage, 12 attack. Well, this from a star, but like 11 attacks, 17 damage is not bad. Combined with the fact they're cheap as shit, they're only 7 gold. So I think they're actually pretty good against elves. I think it's a reasonable thing for me to be making. So anyway, this is the world we live in. I'm also finally about to get a Jade Sorceress. I built that lab a while ago. It seemed like a huge vanity purchase because I wanted to get out site searching for nature and water. You know, I'm going to be able to do it some with my god, but my late game kind of is dependent on that. And I can also forge, you know, like a Shambler skin and take this. Anyway, you know what? The other thing, I'm like actually pretty salty this game. The thing is, like these guys, so Helheim's capital is Kalum, Helheim. Helheim's capital is down here. And so he comes up here and he's like, I'm going to go through this diagonal, and immediately attacks me. I mean, it's so ridiculous. Like, let me tell you why people don't normally attack on diagonals. The reason people don't normally attack is because logistics are hard. The other reason people don't normally attack on diagonals is because you've got other neighbors who potentially are going to attack you, right? So, like, now, if you think about it, this is not an angle I would ever attack him on. But now he's got me who can attack him, who is definitely going to attack him. He's got Ulm who may attack him, though probably not. He's got Vanheim who can attack him. He's got... I forget who's over here. I think this is Ermor Kelasa who can attack him. And then beneath him, he's got... Rus... oh yeah, Ulm can attack him from this side. So yeah, Ulm definitely can attack him. Anyway, he's got... You know, like, if this wasn't a thing, it really tightens... That's why most people don't attack through diagonals. But anyway, he basically is just trying to fuck with me. And we've already killed 6 of his sacreds. Oh boy, I don't know how this is going to play out, but I am really, really hoping that we mess with him. Like, attacking somebody through a diagonal is kind of spiteful. It's also arrogant. Like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I guess he thought, I have an anti-Ubar bless, Ubar's going to roll over and die. And maybe it's going to happen. I mean, this is a lot of sacreds, and these do deserve some respect. But I don't think we're going to be respecting them much. Anyway, moving forward, these guys can make it here, which is not a very predictable move. If I mass my forces here, he's probably not going to be thinking, hey, these guys can hit this. So then we hit this, and then I can do some switcheroos with my god. Things will be beautiful. My glamored god. If he has a stealthy, like, scout type unit, he'll be able to see my god there. So, you know, that's something to be careful of. Because he could just sneak move up here, and then he would know what's up. Because I think sneaking, if you have Spirit Sight, will allow you to see through the obfuscate. Anyway. Next turn, turn 20... we probably need to talk about research a little bit. We failed to corrupt a wizard. Unfortunately, I blew my whole fire load at him. But we've got pretty good assassin kit here. Oh, we've still got a couple left. It's not horrible, horrible. This was not one of the good wizards. This was one of the bad ones, so hopefully I get to steal one of the good ones. We got attacked by a giant. Okay. God, Ulm's got a ton of shit. Ulm is looking like he wants to attack me. If I get attacked by another player, I'm gonna be so goddamn salty. I'm not even gonna know where all to pour my salt. But it's like whoever... we're just fucking everyone who's attacking us. And we're about to do it here. So we're corrupting these idiots. Fortunately for me, a Svartalf has moved in. Or maybe he was there before. Either way, we're going to be stealing his ass. Yeah, we're going to be stealing him. And he hopefully does not know about my god. We're going to be site searching here. And we're going to be moving all of these guys on top. Just like so. Just like so. And when they're moved on top, they're going to one turn pop it. And then I'm going to have options. I can continue to corrupt inside. Then it's going to make it very difficult for him to fight me because he won't have his bless. But even without his bless, his horses are probably going to tear me apart. So I think what I'm probably going to do is a switcheroo. We'll talk about that next turn though. But that's basically the idea. Over here, we're going to keep trying to corrupt these guys. Oh, this is the Silver Throne. That would actually be clutch. Get Astral. Get some gold. I would like to get this too. Agartha could probably take this too if he's being a cheeky bastard. It's going to be a really, really hard game for me to win. It's just such a rough start. Thanks to these guys just YOLOing. The problem when you get YOLO'd like this is like when you fight them off, it doesn't benefit you. It benefits the people who are going to eat them. Which we have fortunately been able to recruit an adequate amount of. Ulm and Pangea let me know this turn too he's going to go after Roos. So Roos is probably fucked because we're going to go after Roos too. I just need a moment. We have not forgotten. Formation and stuff here. A lot of these guys are sneaking. I don't want them to see all my Shaitans. But yeah, we've got the guy. This guy moved. He's doing Iron Skin, Aim, Phoenix Pyre, and then advance and cast spells, and he'll be zapping somebody. Right near the front lines. So that is kind of the plan. Anything else we really need to talk about here? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and go to my current turn. Well, let's do research real quick. We'll do research on my current turn. Okay, well, there's only 2 of us and he may submit. I'm actually going to look at my current turn. This is a little trick, because sometimes I've accidentally, on multiple occasions, I've hit E for end turn when I wasn't really ready to end it. So one thing is you don't have to play your turn on the like active network connection thing. You can play it just by clicking continue game, which is what I've done here, and it'll just be named the same thing your game is. We found a magic site, Enchanted Field. We successfully recorded this, recruited the Svartalf, or corrupted him, which is super sick. There's some cool things I like about these guys. One is Twiceborn's super cheap form, which fixes the old age issue and the upkeep issue. And then these are good paths. I don't know what they're... Actually, let's find out real quick. I don't think I've... a Helheim game, so we'll just make one real quick. Let me turn on... Okay, arena, okay, and yep, and Helheim, let's get a Svartalf. And 4 commander points. Ooh boy, I didn't even know they were slow to recruit. That hurts, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Hagadrop, man, I would love to get... I would die to get one of these guys. I would actually die. I wonder how hard they would be to get in an assassination. Okay, Aramor has declared war against us. And we're going to do Twiceborn here. And now we're just going to have him run in and die. He now lives as a white mage. Oh, he comes back as a little Gaija dude. That's kind of cool. Got never healing wound. What was his max HP would be 15. Oh, he gained a death level. Oh, but they're stealthy. Oh, he becomes stealthy when I Twiceborn him? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's super cool. Gets that chill aura, though. Okay. So, here we go. Let's hop to it, boys. Anyway, we're very close to Enchantment 4, which I believe is the location of Twiceborn, so we'll be doing that shortly. I'm not sure... I mean, he breaks us into death, right? But I'm not totally sure what we're going to use him from aside from that. Anyway, we'll have to figure it out. And then we attack on top of his fort. There's basically nothing here. Yeah, my guys have no armor, though, so they get, you know, hit by anything and then they just start dying. Now, this was a risky move, right? Because if he was patrolling with all of his sacreds, we probably... I mean, I'm 99% sure we would have lost. We would have probably killed a lot of them, but not enough to justify losing all of our units. Upcoming arena battle. I do like the idea of you participating in the arena. I would kind of like to have a weapon for him. Let's read what kind of arena battle it is. Deathmatch, astral plane, powerful magical artifact, send 1 champion. Like, what would we script him for if we did it? You know, like, we could give him this, maybe. I feel like he still gets murdered by one of the elf dudes. I mean, I could just dump fire gems and have them do fire elementals. It would be nice to get him a heroic trait. Like, this is going to be kind of useful, especially with fire elementals. I don't really want to lose him, though. I don't think it's worth it. This is not super safe. If we get... Oh, wait, 1 second. I need to figure out what they have there. 21. I think it was 19. that I pinged it. So this guy, they've got a water 2 with water gems. That's a little scary. They can frozen heart me or something else horrible. Or water elemental. They've got this guy, not so scary. They've got this guy, who's the guy I'd love to recruit. Love to recruit. And then they've got this guy, who's the guy I kill this following turn. So the guys left, and I kill a commander the turn we're looking at it, or I seduce him. So we could have water astral. We have this guy with a shit ton of fire. He'd probably make fire elementals, which I'm completely immune to. God, this guy would probably kind of wreck me. I'm not even sure if this... Astral Death, Water... I mean, the Astral would be nice. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to take. Okay. Well... let's continue. Trying to figure out what we do this turn. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the... This does not seem very safe to me. This does not seem safe at all. I think Lightning Bolt's probably the best thing to do. And this guy doesn't have... I think I'm actually gonna... I mean, this could work. What are the fire spells? They're not gonna be fire resistant. Precision of this is what? 1? See, I think this guy's fire 3. It's probably better to do... this. If he summons fire elementals at us, I mean, we're literally immune. We've got 30 fire resistance. I don't know. There's a chance we die. There's also a chance we steal him. Okay, so anyway, that's this business. Down here, so we're on top of his fort. We've popped it. There's a convent here, which is interesting. It's a very good blood hunting province, considering it's got the unrest reduction and all of that jazz. We're doing a few things. One is I'm sniping this province with these dudes. And I don't know where his elves are, right? Let's just face into that. We have no idea. I think what he's going to do is probably come and try to knock me off, especially if his elves... The thing is, there's a few things to consider. One is I could try to snipe the commanders inside here. So if his elves are inside, and I have trapped them, because, like, let's say the commander was just researching or something, then if he goes on a defend, like, even if he just defends inside the fortress, much less if he breaks out, we'll snipe his commanders. And if we snipe his commanders and we'd be fighting his elf without a bless... The thing is, I don't know how we will do against... Like, if there's a bodyguard, this guy would probably be okay. But maybe not. I mean, those... Like, depending how many bodyguards he has, we could get fucked. So I think what I want to do, and his capital is... This is his capital. So, I think what I want to do is... I don't know, I feel like he would probably have a fort here. I don't have a scout, we'll find out. I think we're going to do the swapperoo. I think I'm going to send in Kathy Ames. We're going to send in him just as a, you know, a sneakeroo dude. I think these guys are all going to fly off. I think they're going to fly off here, because I think this is where he would put a fort. And I think we're going to give them what will be now my Control 0 script. Now, we're taking major risks here, right? Because he could patrol these guys out. We're going to move the archers and stuff over here. I wonder if I have... Oh, we do have some gin here, too. We're also going to take these guys and move here. We're going to catch up real fast on all this raiding bullshit. And we're going to have this guy do mist form. Aim. And then... I think I'm just going to put him on advance and cast spells here. We do have Fire Shield too. I think we're okay. So I think this is basically going to be it. We're just going to zap shit. Yeah, here we're going to come hit this. Here we're going to come hit this. We're setting up, assuming hopefully he's got a fort here. We're going to see if we can do some spot recruitment. If not, we also have the option to jump onto his capital and try to recruit, which I would be pretty stoked about. Let's take a look at our income. We're at 3, 7, 2, 1, and 2. That's actually not bad. I think I'm going to give him one of these. I want to make another fire in a jar. And I want to save up for my first hammer. I'm going to try not to make earth gear if I can help it. Okay, we've site searched this. I now have the option to make some acorns, which I think I'm going to do. We've got another lady coming out this turn, which would be delightful. Yeah, if we get attacked, we're going to have this stuff. Do I have any water? I don't have water income. That's a little unfortunate. Who's doing the sneakeroo over here? Wait, you're... Oh, wait. This guy... Oh my god, we can move so far. Is this really as far as these guys can go? Can they could go here. They can't make it all the way down here, though. Maybe I move here, because this will be more relevant if he moves stuff in to knock me off. We won't see it, of course, because it's glamored, but... Got this guy set to retreat. So feeling pretty okay about this. We're going to be getting a lot of our territory back. We also have note there's some Chud hunters up here, so they may come and attack me or something. Ulm is going to be attacking them this turn, maybe next. Which is interesting. I kind of do actually... We can kind of come and backfill this. I think I actually do want to come take this from Roos. Because I am not done with him by damn sight. We're going to go after that motherfucker. But yeah, I think this is it. God, please don't die. This is too risky, really. And wait, this guy who's sneaking up here, we really should bring more fire gems and maybe a couple air gems with him. So that we can do some useful things. I wish I had a fire in a jar to give him too. I don't. Okay. This will be good. Up here I can just start fucking with Roos. Start taking his stuff. And like, this is a safe thing for me to take because he can only kill me if he's got his sacreds, and I don't think his sacreds... I guess they could get from here to here in a turn. Yeah, probably. Let's see what the map move on them is. 16... Yeah, they're probably going to be able to. Yeah, I think we got it. The nice thing about attacking this too is if we get patrolled out here because we're on a retreat, we should, you know, have an army to, or I mean, we'll have a province to retreat to, hopefully. The bad thing about this is we're going to lose our progress on knocking down the fort walls. The other news from this turn is Vanheim is getting attacked. Vanheim, who is, I believe, over here. I think this is Vanheim. Well, we can find out exactly. Kalem. Yeah, this is Vanheim. So he's getting attacked by Kailasa and by Airmore. And I assume... I'm actually not sure who's on top and who's on the bottom. But I think Kailasa and Airmore are top and bottom. But I probably could figure that out. And I think that is it. Let's make sure my god's scripted. Okay, let's have her at the back. I actually think I want to do Iron Skin and then personal regen. And then instead of Breath of Winter, I want to do Moss Body. And that will be very, very hard for elves to kill. Even if they have something like a Stinger or something, which would be something you would put on an elf thug or like a Great Sword of Sharpness. 35 protection-ish with Moss Body on will still be tricky for them to chunk through. So we'll see. There's some things, if we're just looking at that, we're still vulnerable to. Like, we're leaving this land basically unprotected, which is not really ideal. I do also have... I have some frontline troops, which I'm inclined to bring out. Aim, Blessing, Advance and Cast Spells. If we get hit by elves, this will probably be okay. I mean, it may help a little bit. We have air gems we're not spending. I think I'm going to go ahead and make one of the... do I want to make another copper plate? These copper plates are pretty good for assassins. They're kind of good in general. But I think that's about it. Nobody's staying here, right? Just gonna be my god, so if he busts out, we're gonna fuck him. Unlikely he would catch me here, but it's possible. And then sending in sneaky ass assassins over here. Though I'm kind of inclined to see what's over here too. We're going to send one over this way. Let's make sure everybody's on retreat. This guy won't have anywhere to retreat to, so if he gets caught, let's go ahead and script him. I think he's going to just be Mist Form, Fire Shield. Something like that. Something like that. Unfortunately, this is my Dominion too, so... This is my Dominion too, so we got magic scales. Seeming kind of okay. The only thing I'm not necessarily loving here is I need to spend all my money. So at home, we're making some of these guys. I think we're going to switch and make a shit ton of these dudes too. So we'll have this guy go and pick him up, I think, is what we're going to do. Now, the elves could hit my capital too. That would be annoying. That would be pretty annoying. I don't really have, if I'm perfectly honest, a great... This guy could thug. Thing is, I've got tax collector camel, so if he, on the one hand, if he hit my cap, it would like... Oh, I don't think he acts as a sink for other places, though. I kind of do have to protect my cap. I don't really have a way to do it right now. I mean, these guys technically could move home. I like the idea of being aggressive. I can just move my god back if I need to. I can also seduce. Okay, wait, I've messed this up too now. We need to get this guy. I'll put you on layaway. It's okay. Feeling kind of good about this. But you never know. You never know. What I'm going to do, we're going to try this. I don't even know how it works. Save game and quit. I think if I do... Okay, nice. So then we get to look at the real one. Now if I hit E by accident, it's not going to murder me. Who's coming back? You are just you. And we're very close to, this turn we'll be getting enchantment 4, which means flaming arrows. Which I'll probably cast, since basically most of my shit's immune to fire. So that will be nice. It also means Cloud Trapeze. It also means anti-magic, but I don't have Astral Mages yet. After this, we're going to get Construction 3, so I can do Legions of Steel. Which is really only for my god, but, you know, it could come in clutch. Enchantment 5... you know, it gives me Quagmire potentially, which is going to be pretty good with this strategy of archers. Yeah, I think I probably still go enchantment 5. It's also going to give me Foul Vapors if I want to pop it. If somebody runs at me with a conventional army, like a Gartha. Watchers, which are pretty good too. I could maybe get Blood Hunting set up with these guys, because I've got a shit ton of air. I don't even know, where would I do it? I'd probably do it here. Make some Watchers. Ideally someplace I have a lab. Here maybe. Then I just set up Blood Hunting operations. Feeling pretty good about this. Hopefully I don't bump Ulm, but we'll see. The worst thing that could happen to me is they have the thug that kills my god, or that they have like a full-fledged army and PD dump here. That would, either of those things would be really bad. So we're a little bit living on the edge, but I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Let's tap up research real quick. I do want Wind Guide. I do want that bad. I kind of want it almost more than I want Enchant 5. And then after this, I think we're going to start our long march. You know, there's some good stuff at Alt 5, like, I forget, Iron Warriors, yeah. And then, what else do I have at 5? Solar Eclipse is really good, depending who I'm fighting. And I might have to get a Sultan until I get an Astral one, so I can do that. Which, of course, is risky. I have to be not fighting an Astral nation, but that's possible. Yeah, not super great aside from that, though. So, I think... Oh, Incinerate. Shit, okay. I do want to go Alt 5. I almost want to go at first. And after this, we're just going straight up Evocation, or something close to that. I think I actually need a little bit of Thumb, though. I think we're going to do... Actually, oh, fuck, it's all the way at Thumb 3? Shit. Okay, we're going to get Thumb 3, then we're marching all the way up Evocation. Which is going to be tricky. Going to be very tricky. I think that is it, my friends. I will see you next time. Cheers.